Hello everyone, CottonSwirl here, and I'm here with...
Yo, what's up guys? I am SmashMaster1234.
And today we're going to be doing something a bit different than our gaming channel. We're going to be reading a fanfiction!
And this one was found by me.
It's a Danga and Ronpa fanfiction, and it's
Mhm.
a shipping between two of the characters.
Moko Naegi and Celestia Lundberg. And the title is My Lady.
Oh goodness, when I read this, I'm gonna have to say the names, and I'm not the best at names.
Alrighty.
That's fine, that's fine. Alright, so,
Anyways,
you wanna start
the
this thing?
prologue. Yep,
Here we
prologue,
go.
I'll promise. Naegi Makoto always wondered what his parents' job was. He knew that they worked for the Taiko family, a big name that had a lot of influence in Japan. They work to the bone and always come home tired, making Naegi and his sister worried about him. That's why he isn't sure what to expect when his parents tell him that his boss's daughter Yashihiro Taiko was looking for a playmate and they offered to take Naegi to know her. Now in front of that extremely pale girl with red eyes, that was shuffling a maze of cards with a small smile. "Excuse me, Lady Taiko, but do you need me now?" Naegi asked nervously. His parents tell him to refer to her with respect and treat her like gods, so he is really nervous not to screw up. Yasuhiro smiled at him and closed her eyes as she stopped shuffling the cards.
Actually, I do. I am bored and I wish to play a game with you. Are you interested, Nagi?
Naegi smiled at her and nodded his head. She clapped his hand in front of her.
Wonderful. Have you ever played poker? Hours later.
"It seems that my little girl has taken interest in your son, Mr. Makoto," Yashihiro's father said to Mr. Makoto, that smiled seeing how his son was smiling alongside his boss daughter.
It seems that way. Naegi had always been a respectful boy.
Mr. Taiko chuckled. "I can see that." Then he turned his red eyes to his employer with a little glint in them. "Tell me, Mr. Makoto, would you like to win a little more money?" Mr. Makoto's eyes widened.
You mean a raise?
"I'm afraid not. You see, Mr. Makoto, I had been looking for someone to serve my dear Yasuhiro for some time now, but all the people that came looking for that position didn't seem to be trustworthy." Mr. Makoto looked confused as boss, but let him continue. "My point is, what would you say for young Naegi to be Yashihiro's personal butler?"
You aren't serious, right?
Mr. Makoto asked with an incredulous face, and Mr. Taiko chuckled. "Of course I am." Yashihiro hadn't smiled or laughed like in a long time. And as he said before, Naegi seemed to be a rather polite boy. Or some trained, he would be perfect for Yashihiro.
I will need some time to think about it. And also, ask Naegi about this.
Mr. Taiko nodded. "Of course, but I would rather have an answer by the end of the month, if it isn't too much trouble." Mr. Makoto nodded nervously.
Yes, it will be done, sir. Weeks later.
Yashihiro dear, please come here a moment." Yashihiro went to her father's office, and inside she saw the friendly boy from a couple weeks ago, Naegi, dressed in a butler suit next to her father. He smiled at her in a gesture that she gave back.
You called me father?
"I did. I hope you remember young Naegi." She nodded, and his father smiled. "Great, because I just hired young Naegi to be your personal butler." Her eyes opened a little bit, but let her father continue. "His duty is to serve you in any way that you may want. He's already accepted and can't wait to work here." Naegi closed his eyes and bowed with a soft smile on his face. "Pleasure to meet you, Lady Taiko. As you heard, I am your personal butler, waiting for your command." Naegi had received some training from an older butler of the Taiko home to be Yashihiro's butler. Yasuhiro giggled as she nodded.
Well, if that's all, father, me and Naegi will take our leave.
Her father nodded, and Yashihiro made a motion to Naegi, telling him to follow her. Naegi walked behind Yashihiro with his hands behind his back. They didn't say a word until they arrived to her room. She opened the door to let him get in, and once inside, she sat in her bed while Naegi was in front of her.
So, Naegi, why did you accept this position?
Yashihiro asked, and Naegi smiled her. My family needs the money, and me accepting this position will give him enough, and maybe more. Besides, I enjoyed our last time together, Lady Taiko, with a small smile adorned her face.
I see. Well, I also enjoyed our last time together, and it seems that we are going to be spending more time next to each other.
Indeed we are, Lady Taiko. She clapped her hands.
Well, I would want your opinion on something. What do you think of the name Celestia Ludenberg? 2 years later.
Welcome back, Lady Celeste. How's your day at school? Nike said as he bowed his head as the former Yashihiro came out of the car.
Nothing out of the extraordinary.
Celestia sighed, disappointed.
All of my classmates don't wish to gamble anymore with me, due to them afraid of losing.
That's a shame. Maybe we could go to the casino and see what happened there, Nike suggested, trying to cheer her up. Something that seemed to work.
What a wonderful idea, Nagi. Let's prepare ourselves for the trip.
Celestia clapped hands together as Nagi opened the door to her. They walked to her room, where she started to dress herself in one of her Gothic Lodia outfits.
And tell me, Nagi, how was your day at school?
Nike smiled softly at her. The only thing I can say is it was special, is that I made a new friend. This perked Celestia's attention.
Do tell.
Have you heard of Mizono Saika? Celestia nodded.
The uprising idol, if I am not wrong.
Nagi nodded. Indeed. It seems that she's in my same class, and for some reason we became friends. He said, and Celestia nodded slowly, his face becoming pensive.
I see.
Nagi immediately became worried that something worried his day. Is something wrong, Lady Celeste? Did I do something wrong? Celestia shook her head.
No, I was just thinking something. Nagi, can you promise me something?
Nagi nodded with a confused look on his face.
Can you promise me that you will always remain by my side?
Nagi blinked a little before smiling softly. I, Nagi Makoto, promise you, Celeste Ludenberg, that I will remain servant to your side until the day that you decide to get rid of my service, or in the case of my death. He opened his eyes and looked at her red ones. For you, my lady, I'd even give my life if it was needed. Celeste smiled softly at him as she cupped her face with her hands.
Thank you, my dear Nagi.
She stood up and walked to the door.
Now, shall we go?
Nagi nodded as he followed her, glad that he made her happy once again.
We did it!
Hooray!
That was good. I liked it.
It actually was good.
It wasn't too bad. It wasn't really what I was expecting actually, because whenever I read fan fictions, it's usually one of two things. It's an age-appropriate fan fiction that's incredibly boring, or it's a rated R Lemons fan fiction that I can't even read properly because it always gets way too weird for me to finish.
Oh, okay. Well, hopefully they come out with the next chapter soon.
Yeah.
I'll just have to keep updated on that then. Thank you guys so much for watching this somewhat successful fanfic reading. I don't actually know how successful it was. If you'd like to see more stuff like this or some game content, be sure to subscribe to his channel for more. And if you'd like to see what me, CottonSwirl, and Glomerary do while we are on this channel, be sure to go down to our channel, which will be in our featured channels and possibly in the description below. But anyway, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you guys next time.
Goodbye!